I don't live my life based upon what you think about me and your fucking happiness. Your happiness is of no concern to me. You can go jump off a motherfucking cliff as far as I'm concerned, because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It took me a long time to get to this point of not caring about what you motherfuckers think about me, and I'm gonna stay there. I'm only gonna worry about Walter. I don't give a shit about none of you motherfuckers. I really don't. Only person I care about in this world is this woman named Alberta Hampton who brought me into this world. And sometimes she gets on the shit list too. I don't understand why y'all people think that I should be all, oh my God, they're worried about, oh, I'm so worried about what they said. They don't like me. Fuck you and the ship you rode in on. I don't give a fuck.
Anti-Afro Svengalis, I wanted to make sure I included the clips from Walter that I left off from the last video, one of the last videos. And I added on, or I repeated one of the statements that he made. I agree 100% with what he stated. Of course, what Walter is stating and what I agree with applies to any person that has ill will towards me or is an enemy. That's how I look at it. It's unfortunate, and I actually feel sometimes bad for these people who are working so hard to try to figure out a way to drag me down into the gutter with them. It's not going to happen. You cannot put me in jail. You can't take away my freedom. You can't get my family to disown me. You can't get me kicked out of my sports group. You can't take away my friends. You can't get any of my contracts canceled. You can't get my license revoked. You can't take away my livelihood. You can't make me give a damn about what you think about me. I don't give a shit. And an enemy shed is not a loss, it's a gain. I have limited time on YouTube, and I'm going to spend the time how I want to spend the time. I'm going to have a good time, and I'm going to take care of business. All the other stuff, go forth. Do what you do. You're not going to hear from me. I'm not going to respond to it. I don't give a damn. And people who have been around these YouTube streets know that to be a fact about me. It's just as easy for me to respond as it is not to respond. I don't have this burning urge, just screaming, hollering every day. Oh, I got to respond to, oh, I just have to. No. Say whatever the hell you want to say. If I feel like responding, I will. 98% of the time, I'm not going to respond. What I'm going to be doing is focusing on what I want to focus on, not what you want me to focus on. I get to make my own decisions, and that's a beautiful feeling. I have people who support me, who've always supported me. You're never going to take away my friends from me. You can't take away a true friend. If somebody bolts, they bolt. I'm not chasing anybody. You hear anybody talking about they had to block me or kick me. You've heard that before. I don't hound anybody for anything. If I have something I want to say or ask, I'll ask the person. If the person doesn't get back to me once or twice, I move on. I don't sit around and run after and blow up people's phones and harass people and stalk people trying to get them to talk to me. That has never been my style. It never will be my style. If I have something to say, I say it. Now, check this out. And I wanted to let you know about some bullshit that's going down in these YouTube streets. Look at, let me see your handcuffs. This was captured from a live stream she was in recently. Oh my God. She set the world ablaze with this bullshit. She's being slandered? What? I'm victim of slander. I'm actually very many things being said about. Are you serious? Are you absolutely? This has got to be a freaking joke. There's no other explanation for this. How can somebody just freaking make up? Well, I don't know why I'm asking that question, because we see this going all around these YouTube streets. People don't have anything else to say, so they have to make up freaking lies. Like, let me see your handcuffs. Slandered? Oh my God. How do you do something about an incident that never occurred, or incidents that never occurred? That's why nothing's happening. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about the fact that you were not slandered is the reason why ain't shit gonna happen? with whatever you're doing, which I can't even imagine what it would be. Nobody's going to listen to you. Just because you scrubbed your damn channel doesn't mean you're innocent. Put it in context, people. Look at this shit here. Look at this. Look at what she did. She's posted, this is not even all the videos. And she went over to Propane Oak Lane's channel, and people were letting me know she was over there telling all kinds of lies. And I went over there and I started typing the truth into that live stream. I have the link. Go to that channel. I'll give you the timestamp and see where I started typing in. She got up there in that live stream and tried to attack people who support me. Here's the most bizarre. I mean, you're talking obtuse in the extreme degree. Let me see your handcuffs actually thinks typing into the chat or thinking this as it pertains to who supports me or who doesn't, who likes me or who doesn't, who's an enemy or not. She somehow feels that this is tied to whether or not I'm going to get at her ass. It has nothing to do with it. It's irrelevant. Who likes me, supports me, whether it was today, yesterday, 15, 20, 30 years ago, in the past or in the future. It's not going to stop me from getting at your ass for what you did to me. It's not going to make any difference. You're not hurting my feelings. You're not ruining my life. You're not getting me disowned by my family without repeating what I stated a few seconds ago, etc., etc., etc. You don't have anything that you can do to me because I didn't replicate your stank ass demon behavior. I haven't replicated any stank ass demon behavior of any person who thinks they can get at me for doing whatever they say they're going to do to me. It's not going to stop me from going forward with my goals. I do not live to appease any enemy, whether enemy is found today, yesterday, tomorrow, in the future. It's not going to stop me from pursuing my goal. People, I guess, they still want me to fall on the ground and kick and scream around because they don't like me. I don't give a shit. I carved out this space of YouTube over here. You all came over to my space. You all are hijacking my content and stealing my concepts. It makes no sense to me that you think I would give a damn about what you think of me. You got it twisted like a tornado. I will state it again, as I always have. I don't give a shit. Nothing but a bunch of thieves and unoriginal losers and demons like, let me see your handcuffs. True, nobody owns a subject or a topic. We can talk about whatever we want to talk about, but stealing is stealing. Taking people's concepts that you never would have in a million years thought of yourselves and use it and make money off of it. Make up all kinds of lies about saying, I know the person who filed the federal lawsuit. I had some relationship going on. We were whatever. And you make money off of it with terror, rotten cards. That's what I'm talking about. Lying on people to make money off them. That's what these freaks are doing. That's what they specialize in. That's what Let Me See Your Handcuffs try to do to me. Well, she actually did steal from me from Anti-Fraud Warriors LLC. She didn't steal from the Cookie Crush chat. She didn't steal from the pull-up team because those names don't have the recognition as AFW, regardless of what you think about AFW. She wanted to hijack those initials for herself. You're greedy. You're unoriginal. You're pathetic. You're treacherous. You're a lowlife. You're a backstabbing witch. That's what you are. You originate straight from hell. That's where you need to go back to, and that's where you need to stay. You are not going to tell me who the hell I'm going to talk about. You're not going to give me a single order that would ever consider following. Look at this screenshot here. Leave Nikki Proctor Walden alone. Like hell I will. This is someone who I have 50 clips, at least 50 clips of her sexually harassing me. I'm going to give these clips to the president of the college where she works, as after all, Nikki Proctor Walden said the president is going to back her up. I'm going to take her up on her challenge.
AAS, fuck you, okay? Fuck you with the biggest dick you can take.
But I didn't really want shit. I just came up to just say a couple things about AAS. Bitch, I'm still solid. I'm unfuckwittable. and give me a couple more weeks to grieve my daddy, because unlike yours, mine actually loved me.
These are the types of statements that Nikki Proctor Walden seems to think that the college president is going to support, endorse, or ignore. Well, that remains to be seen. The second part of her comment is just nothing but typical NPW trying to get other people to assume her burdens and her angst. Whatever you had going on with your dad is what you had going on with your dad. Let people keep talking, let people keep doing what they're doing. It all is going to meet up. You may not have a SWAT team battering down your door. Who said anybody wanted SWAT coming to your house? But you are going to indeed pay for what you did legally. These people have no self-respect. They don't care about themselves, and they want me to give a damn about what they think of me. People with self-respect conduct themselves accordingly. And I see very little of that in these YouTube streets. Very little of that. And because I don't want to participate in that, you think you want to try to harass me, sexually harass me, lie on me, threaten me. I will take you up on that challenge each and every time. I will get the law involved, and I will keep the law involved. And why is that? Because that's the only thing these people listen to. The only thing they listen to is the law. So the law is what you're going to get. This is not about me trying to figure out how to get you to like me. I don't care if you like me. You saw how I acted towards you in that damn live stream. What you have to say about me is irrelevant. I am going to pursue justice against each and every person who perpetrated a crime against me in these YouTube streets. That's the bottom line. I don't care about anything else. I am going to do what I'm going to do. Let me see your handcuffs. Let me tell you something. Why don't you tell the world why you're not driving to and from work? What happened with that? Doing those videos that you used to do. Why have you stopped harassing me inside of your school with those videos? Why did you stop doing that? What's going on with that? You did a camera spill switch like Umar Johnson. You see how things happen? You see how the universe works? When you set out to do evil to people, people know when they're doing evil. She set out to do so much evil, not just to me, but to many people. And she flipped her camera and showed us the name of the high school she was working at. That's what you do to yourself when you know good and damn well you're up to no good. The universe takes care of it all. You showed us your high school. You did that yourself. Thank you, anti-fraud warriors. They were on your ass. It took her 2 weeks to find the video. It took her 2 weeks to find the video where this happened because she had mislabeled or had obscure titles to her videos that she was talking shit about me still. And people were on her ass. They were on every single solitary video she was on, and they caught the camera flip. When you mess with people, this is what happens. No one did anything to let me see your handcuffs. She perped into anti-fraud warriors, came on air and lied and said, I've been AFW for 1 year. Huh? What? That was a lie. And we decided to roll with it. Remember the story, right, people? And then she started doing all this shit against us. You came over to our space. You perped into our organization. Then you turned around and started telling lies on us, and you think that we're slandering you and we're harassing you? You got a hell of a nerve. Trying to accuse somebody of slander and harassment. Don't get me started with breaking the culture of silence. Why did breaking the culture of silence's fiance's mother deserve what you did to her? Sending her a letter, you signed your freaking name to it? Why did breaking the culture of silence deserve for you to sit on a live stream and give the number to CPS and tell people to call? She deserved that. On what grounds? Get your ass up here again one more time. I'm waiting for you, and say that you were not kicked off of that board. The woman, you know who she is, the white woman that had the board of racial equality. She was into the George Floyd protest. She was so upset about what happened to George Floyd. And here she is having to deal with you harassing people, You race attacking, breaking the culture of silence when you're on a racial equality and anti-discrimination and anti-police violence board? Whatever the name of the board was, you were on a board. Quit your lying. I have the audio of the meeting where they talked about the shit that you were doing to breaking the culture of silence and other people. I can play the audio. It's not confidential. What else do? You call people retarded. You attack them for their disabilities. You have a weekly, what do you call it, show, or you're part of a show where you call people within a context Nutville. Let's talk about Nutville this week. You're calling people nuts. You are a teacher and you're up here calling people nuts, Nutvilles, and you're saying stuff like the special education sector. What kind of a teacher? You are a public servant and you don't act like it. Now, all the things that I just mentioned, you can't saddle me with a single solitary similarity or identical act. You can't do it. You just cannot do it. And you got your freaking nerve trying to defend this Cher Whitty, who is under formal investigation by her licensing board. I've already spoken to the detectives who are investigating that case. So don't tell me I don't have a right to call the police. I called the police and they went to her channel and listened to them damn videos and went to her house. Go straight to hell. You don't know what you're talking about. I will be damned if you're going to get up here and think you're going to harass me out of my rights. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. And this is a person that you supported. You supported a person who was threatening to kill people. This is a teacher. You support Dumble Ding Dong threatening to rape me. Then you go up into a live stream and try to order me around and tell me what I didn't see and what I didn't hear. I have the screenshots. I copied the whole damn video, which includes you and Cher Whitty laughing about it. And it goes much further. A teacher laughing at threats of rape, and then you go and invite Dumble Ding Dong onto your platform after the fact. And where is that demon-infused live stream? You scrubbed it, but it was captured. Just because you scrubbed your demon-infused channel on the surface, that doesn't negate the fact that you still have sulfuric acid coursing through your veins. You think I'm an easy mark? You thought wrong. I'm starting first with the school districts, plural school districts that you're working for. Then I'm going to take your ass to civil court to recover the funds that you stole from me and from AFW LLC. Where is your thievery against King Kong Crazy? You are so pathetic, thinking you can steal from me, lie on me, and try to get dudes to jump me, to beat me up, because you don't have the guts to handle your own battles. You are absolutely not going to get away with what you did. And you trying to tell me I can't respond to the videos that you posted about me because you put them, you scrubbed them? Listen, I don't take orders from you. I don't take orders from anybody when it comes to my rights. I'm pursuing my rights and you will not stand in the way of that. I don't work for the school districts that you work for. I don't have contracts with them. You do. And you violated those contracts. You're not going to silence me. You will never silence me. You're not going to give me any freaking orders to do anything. You will not tell me what I will do with my rights. These are my rights, and I will defend every single one of them. You should have kept your mouth shut like you were told to keep your mouth shut. Talking shit and lying about me. You didn't listen. And then you have a whole other line of people waiting to get at you for violating their rights. I don't know where the hell you thought you could get away with this shit. Perhaps you did somewhere, somehow, but you sure as hell not going to get away with it regarding me. I don't care what anybody thinks about what I'm saying or doing. I have a right to speak about what I'm doing. I have a right to defend myself using the systems in place, and that is what I am doing. You know what I think is perhaps the most ghoulish aspect of Let Me See Your Handcuffs is that she looks around her and she sees all these people who are having fun on YouTube and they're not threatening to murder or rape anyone. They're not looking to get after people's children or spouses. They have fun without any of that. But she can't seem to do the same. She was having a mighty fine time participating in, laughing, allowing, running these demon-infused live streams, just having the time of her life, consorting with people that engage in this conduct. But the second people decided to speak up, the second I started to defend myself, and we were watching, everyone sit there like, look at this video, oh, look at this, and listen, oh, look at the so-and-so's laughing, and she's laughing. They were having such a great time, and now it's like, YouTube's not fun anymore. It's fun threatening to rape, harass, and target people and their families, threatening rape and murder, and all these other atrocities. I don't care what anybody says about it's a joke. It is not a joke. You do not joke with me like that. I will never accept any sort of joke. People know they're not joking. They are trying to instill fear and harass people off internet so they can continue targeting other people. I'm not going anywhere except down to the local police department, to the FBI office, to the district attorney, and give my statements. And I will be sure that every single one of your streams of income is duly aware of what you've been doing to me and so many other people. If you're having a problem enjoying yourself on YouTube, unless you're threatening to rape and murder people or participate therein in the laughter, perhaps you need to leave social media. You would be the ones that have the problem. This is why YouTube instituted the rules and regulations that they have. Because of people like Let Me See Your Handcuffs and those who associate with her. People, you know, there is so much more to come. In the meantime, you know the drill. Buyer beware.